Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hejin Lee with an evening update for Bitcoin. So during the day, price action just kept on making higher and higher new all-time highs. And I think I will just update this just by moving the wave a little bit since as time has elapsed. And I think we're going to have to raise this a bit too. So let me just move this aside for now. Now the ascending right triangle has played out very nicely. The minimum travel has been met and exceeded already by, I don't know, 50 bucks. So it's very nice. And I'm going to move this since it has been confirmed and complete. Thank you for your service, chart pattern. So now let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty much what I see. So 3, 4. Okay, I need to reduce the degree of trend on this. That is not my new. Keep it minuscule. So it may go to, let's say, a little higher. I'd like to see it break 9,000 and then do a small correction. And then go to maybe 9,400. And well, instead of raising it, I'll just bring it over here. Actually, you know what? Sorry. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's about equal to 1. Yeah, okay, good. So I will bring this over here. Something like this. So we'll hit maybe $9,400 to $9,600. That'll be my update on the short-term count. It could certainly go higher, but at around 94 to 9,600 we need a correction. Why? We have 1, 2, and 3. After wave 3 we have wave 4. So we have 1, 2, I'm counting the white Roman numeral. 1, 2, 3. We are about to finish 3 soon. Well, about $600-700 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 5 is extended in this case. But I'm going to change count a little bit here. Bring 4, 3 and 4 here. So 1, 2 for the wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to have wave 5 extended. It just doesn't look right as a subwave. So now wave 5 is shorter than wave 3, or just about, maybe about equal. That'll allow me to bring wave 4 to a more reasonable retracement. If wave 5 had been extended, I would have had to bring the retracement further down to here. And that doesn't look right to me, form and fit point of view. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is here is a 4-hour chart using Bitstamp. I had my best upvoter, Mr. Solus Rex, post a chart where you can deem this as a wedge, upward pointing wedge, which has bearish implications and looks very foreboding. You know how I was saying downward pointing wedges like these are very bullish? This is downward pointing. Now this is an upward pointing wedge. And I agree, it is bearish. It gives greater probability to a bearish indication. And there could be a correction where usually this correction goes lower or equal to the start of the wedge. So let's say here. Yes, I am fully aware of this. And I'm keeping an eye on it. Close eye. And however, I just want to point out a few things here. This happened twice before and didn't work. The thing about pattern is you have the pattern completed and the next stage is confirmed. Completed pattern and confirmed pattern are two very different things. You can have a complete pattern, but it doesn't confirm that it doesn't carry out. It's like a threat that never gets carried out. And this happened twice before. Let me show you where. I'm sorry, I meant the other way around. Complete and confirmed means that it is complete, but it doesn't carry out the threat. Confirmed means it does carry it out. Okay? So if it actually goes like this way, it's a confirmed, complete and confirmed pattern. And this has happened twice before. It's late at night, long day, too much turkey. So here, you have one. Sure enough, ABC. Okay. And you have another one right here. And sure enough, ABC. This one exceeded the beginning of it. This one came to close to the beginning level of the wedge. So we need to keep an eye on this, yes. Absolutely. Oops. By the way, I'm getting a lot of requests from YouTubers, tweeters, followers for coaching sessions or consultation sessions. I am more than happy to oblige. The only thing is I don't have too much time for it. I think though if you'd like to try it for a few sessions, it could perhaps really help you. It has helped a few others already. And if that is something that you are willing to see and if you can try, you can contact me at hedging_crypto@yahoo.com. And let's see if we can fit you in. The rates are very reasonable. I will let you know of the rates once I get contacted. And if the tutorials that I've presented already and the books I hope you've already purchased are helpful, but you need additional support on a coaching basis, please let me know and we can arrange some consultative help coaching sessions. Okay, so anyways, these fractals 1, 2, and 3 can happen. But what is the difference that I'm seeing between this, and this fractal? It's not in the way of the fractal or the fact that these did not carry out. What is different for me this time So the time of this occurrence, fractal 1, was around, let's say, end of May, June, and September, October. So during the May-June phase, around here, the altcoins did not have this pattern, bullish pattern. During August, September, the altcoins were just getting into that pattern, maybe middle of it. And now the altcoins are done, or getting done, any moment, popping, exploding out of the symmetrical triangles. And now Bitcoin is showing the finishing touches of its wedge. So the key question here is, can Bitcoin go down from, let's say, current levels to $51.72? And if you look, let me just calculate the percentage. So that's simply from 5,000. It'll hit. It'll hit 9,000. A 42% decline, let's say. Can Bitcoin undergo a 42% decline? Sure, that can negative discount on that, and yet altcoins still continue to rise. I've always said that Bitcoin is the moon that moves the tides in the cryptosphere ocean, and all the altcoins swim in that ocean. I've also said when Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin sneezes, the altcoins catch the flu. In an environment where almost every altcoin is either displaying this, downward pointing bullish symmetrical triangle, or the cup and handle pattern, bullish pattern, or the jaws of wealth, or any other combination of those types, In that background, I find it very difficult that Bitcoin can decline 42%, and yet altcoins will continue up. Now, maybe it doesn't decline 42%. Because to me, I think the wedge already occurred, in a way, right here. 1, 2, this was the wedge that already occurred, the recent correction that we had. So this wedge here has already occurred. That's when we went down to the 5384 or so. This was the expanded flat. And now we reached for higher highs, and this is going vertical. It looks like, at least from a 4-hour perspective. So let's say this already occurred. Now, can we draw another wedge here? I don't think so. Not exactly. And it is in this environment where I think we're going to see 9, maybe 10,000 up here. Then we can have another correction. The other thing that I want to share is another viewpoint where, let me get rid of these markings now. And this is where I see maybe a trend perspective. So I'm just going to draw lines. So this would be like a trending line, a channel, so to speak. And if I count this, it can look like this maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to me, this would fit well within the channel scenario of an impulse. And the impulse, really, this is for the wave 3. 1, 2, 3 is impulsing within this channel. These are the subwaves of 3. And the subwaves of 3 you can count as 1, 2, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fits into the subways I've been trying to put in. Here. Although we may have to raise this a bit, clearly. I don't see a real bearish indication here. Now, the worst case scenario that could happen, I guess, price corrects down here. Oops. That actually price just stays in the channel. Could happen. But I think there's quite a bit of bullish sentiment to breach out of this, and it already has. Now, could that become an end as a bearish wick? Possible. And that could be a different count, an alternate count. But I'm maintaining a continuous higher high bullish trend perspective here. Primarily, again, because of the jaws of wealth. Every day I'm seeing, you're seeing every day a kaboom. Blog coming out of me. I said that because a lot of my kids loved it, that sound, when they were tiny. They're not tiny anymore. And here, I mean, I think Steam is going to bust out any day. A lot of patience has been put into Steam, I know, but the payday will come. And in this kind of background, I mean, Dash has already hit the upper trend line. Almost $600. Beautiful. And this species. The speciation, from a crypto evolutionary perspective, the speciation of the altcoins is well in progress. And if Bitcoin decides to go down 42%, it'll be a near close to termination of those speciation processes. Now, can Bitcoin go down by itself while altcoins go up? Yes, that's possible. But I don't see that in the waves. I don't really see that in the patterns. And to me, that's significantly different. So I think we're going to hit 12K zone. After the 10K, we need to see a decisive break of this upper trend line. And then price can touch it again as support this time instead of resistance and move on into 12,500 or so. Touch it one more time and maybe give us 15K. I do have other bearish alternates, but I'm not going to put it in now. It'll just put you in a conundrum, I think, more than anything else, or paralysis by analysis situation. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bullish, bullish, bullish. And I think news or events will arrive to justify this. So let's see what happens. So I hope this was helpful for me giving a perspective that could help augment your due diligence. And as always, as I always say, I hope I have earned the right to ask you for your consideration for an upvote. And I'll be selfish and ask for a 100% gouged upvote. And my selfishness is not derived from monetary greed. I assure you I can make many times over what I'm getting on Steemian. I'm very grateful even for that amount because I am reinvesting that using the exact methods that I have, and I will grow it and then give it away. And I am not piggish to ask for 100% gouged every now and then vote, because the objective I have is to get more visibility so I can have more people be aware of the blogs that I put out, the technique that I have, and if their perception lenses are similar to mine, then perhaps my analysis can also help them as well. Because my objective, very ardent objective, is to help and do no harm. I think every person in this world should be wealthy. There's no excuse. And that wealth is not only in monetary measurements. If you acquire a lot of fiscal wealth, you can do so much good. You can help so much people out there. And you can hurt a lot of people too. I know those people too. But they've got something else coming to them, obviously. And it is the most loving way to treat others, to do good and no harm. I don't know of any other better way than that. So that's really my objective. And in order to meet that objective, I would be, quote unquote, selfishly ask if you would even give me 100% metered vote continuously. I'd even be much more grateful if you would even put me an automatic vote, upvote. It certainly will help me get closer and better towards my objective of this blog. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a good night, and let's see how the prices go overnight. Take care.